Yeah, you feeling that song, huh? I told you it was doing what it needs to be done.
Man, whoever did that song, they went off on that joint. You hear me?
I'm saying that ain't nothing but pure talent.
Well, I appreciate you, my beautiful sister. I appreciate you. Hey, mama. Mama, go
Hi,
ahead
mama.
because you hear it. Go ahead and share the live.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so you ready? I'm ready. All right, it's your girl Corey.
It's your boy Kimmis, and welcome to Black's Box Conversations, where we give guidance to issues and topics that you may be going through. This is going to be a good one today. We got our first question that came in. It's from a 32-year-old woman. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you, okay? It says, I met this man when I was 19 years old. We're going to call him B. He's one of the first men I ever been with. Well, I was with someone, he was with someone, but we always ended up together. He's been in a relationship with someone for about 9 to 10 years. And he's been going on, this has been going on between us for about 13 years. Honestly, this is the longest relationship that I ever been in. He's not even my man, but when we do spend time together, he's trying to point out that he's telling me how much he loves me and that he doesn't want to be with anybody else. Like he's coming to my house after the club. We end up cuddling. Like this man is doing things for me, and I feel, when he's saying things that they're actually genuine. I don't want to break up a happy home because I don't want to be that woman. Well, laugh out loud. I'm 32 years old, and now just started whenever okay, that's the end of the question. I was about to repeat the question again. Yeah. My fault.
Okay.
So what's your opinion on this, sister?
At the end of that question, then she asked something about like how should she let him go, or why can't she let him go, right?
She's so attached to him.
I think the reason. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
How am I still getting text messages?
The do not disturb does not work.
I'm saying I think got like 5 text messages already. I feel like the reason that hold on, god damn it. I feel like the reason that she's still attached to him, I think is because he's talking in your love language. I'm sure when you were younger, you didn't have any aspirations on being a side chick, because this is no offense to anyone. It just seems like this is something that you are already. You've been dealing with him for 13 years. It's the longest relationship that you've ever been in, but it's not a healthy relationship because from what I read, it sounds like he only comes and sees you after the club. He tells you things to get you to hold on. So you may have a love language like affirmation. So instead of the actions being done, showing you that he wants you to be there, long as he knows how to maneuver and pull you in with certain words, and especially the I love yous, that seems to get women, especially me. I ain't gonna lie, it works on me too every time. I just feel like it's more feeding your ego than anything, because he's with this woman. He's been with this woman for 9 to 10 years. But he comes and sees you after the club, which means it's something more sexual. Because let's be real, whenever you go to the club, you getting drunk, you seeing other attractive people. By the time you leave, the first thing you want to do, you want to get some. So he's calling you up, and you like, he wants to come to me, not her. Sorry.
Thank y'all for the comments, man. You hear me?
He wants to come to me, not her. Clearly, I got something better between my legs, but I don't even feel like that's the case. Sometimes some people just don't want one person. So it could be more of a thing where he knows that you're going to do certain things in the bedroom that she's not. Even that he just wants something new. And, sometimes being with the same person can get boring. But I feel the reason you can't let him go is more to deal with the ego, also more to deal with he's talking to you in your love language.
All right, it
could give you mixed signals.
Let me chime in here. First of all, you said this is the longest relationship that you've been in. All right, let's stop right there. It's not a relationship. It's a situationship. Let's just call it what it is. This is a situationship. So you asked, why are you so attached, right? You said you've been with this guy since you were 19 years old. The first thing is, let's go ahead and break down the type of attachments, right? So the first type of attachment is he got your mind. Whatever he's telling you, you believing it within your mind, and you taking it and you running with it. And it's been 19 years, so obviously it's been 13 years, so obviously he's telling you something good. So he has your mind. Second thing is you're emotionally attached to him. So after you get emotionally attached to him, your physical body is going to follow. And what do they call that? They call that a soul tie. You have a soul tie. You have a soul tie to this individual. Now, if you go ahead and define the word soul tie, it means when there's a spiritual connection that you're supposed to learn from. Now, you're not a victim in this because you chose to lay down with him. You chose to be a side piece. If that's your choice, then just take it for what it is. That's the position that you chose to play. Now, you said you don't want to do this for the rest of your life. Well, why are you doing it right now if you don't want to do it for the rest of your life?
Exactly.
Your thoughts produce your actions, right? And your actions dictate the patterns that you follow after. So if you don't like where you are, then you got to change your thoughts. You gotta change the way you view yourself. When you look in the mirror, do you see a main course? Or when you look in the mirror, do you see a side piece? What's going on here? And this is the thing, right? If I can get something for a discounted value, why would I pay the full price as a man? If I can get the goddamn fruit from the tree without buying the garden, why the hell would I pay a discounted price as a man? If I can get the milk and the cows without having to pay for the farm, why would I pay a discounted price as a man? Sweetheart, baby girl, if you don't understand your value, what makes you think that he's going to value you? If you don't know who you are, why do you think that he's going to come and lay the gold at your feet? You have to understand who you are when you look in the mirror. You have to understand that in order to be a wife, you have to start thinking like a wife. You have to start having thought patterns after what you desire. Those thought patterns that you got is what put you in that situation. If you don't like the situation, change your thoughts, change how you view yourself. You can't blame him because you're not a victim. Everything is about empowerment, especially when you tune into this channel. We're here to empower you. So you ask, why are you so attached? Let me go ahead and give you some advice, right? Since you're already attached, go ahead and start asking yourself what you want in life. Now, if you have up here what you want in life, ask yourself, are you following the steps to get what you want? You obviously don't want to be a side piece. Change your steps, change your patterns.
Also, you need to look at it. You're already 32 years old. You've been with this man since you were 19. As you grow older, the dating pool is going to get more and more narrow. Are you going to do this for another 13 plus years and waste your time? And by the time you do decide to go away, it's going to be less men, or if any men, this is the perfect time to let go.
So ask yourself, what do you bring to the table besides what's in between your legs? What's your value? What do you bring to the table besides what's in between your legs? Because a man can get that from anywhere. Let's just be real. And if he's getting it for free, he's going to keep continually getting it for free because you have not put up any boundaries. You have not set your value up here. You have to understand who you are as a woman. You have to understand what you want in life. And when you lay out those demands, when you lay out those standards, a man that wants you has no choice but to meet those standards. Wow. He has no choice but to meet those demands. He meets you halfway. Never compromise who you are, sweetheart. Never compromise your value for anyone. But you have to first understand your value. You got to understand it for yourself.
So to our listener, I hope we were able to answer your question. Also, don't take offense to anything. We're very direct. We're not trying to sugarcoat because it seems like it's been sugarcoated enough. So hopefully this helps you and you make a valuable decision. Remember, you're limited on time. Go ahead and let them go. If anybody else have any questions, we're going to stay here for maybe about 10 more minutes. You can put them in the chat.
Go ahead and read the comments, sister. You see the comments?
I was trying to read them. Hold on. Can you see them?
Let me see. They don't mind being a side piece. Let me see.
I mean, a lot of us have dealt with it, you know.
And look, what I want you guys to understand is that life is a journey, right? Whoever you are at the end of the journey is not who you are at the beginning of the journey. Like that's just the bottom line. We all go through different lessons down here. You can't be a supervisor of this life if you're empty with no experiences. And these experiences is something that you're supposed to learn from. In order to get to the next level, in order to get to the next stage, you have to learn these lessons. You have to. And this is what we are here for. This is what the channel is here for. We're not judging. He asked us for advice. Like my sister said, we're not going to sugarcoat it. If you want to sugarcoat it, you probably go to Walmart, buy some candy or something like that, or go play Candy Crush or something like that. This is not that. This is real life. So we're going to give you real life advice just from our perspective, from where we stand.
Yeah, you dealing with a Taurus and a Capricorn. We're very direct. We don't mean no offense. We just very blunt, just so y'all know.
No offense, but you need it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the people that's around you haven't been telling you what's real. You know what I'm saying? You need people around you to tell you what's real, man. I never want to see someone stuck in a place where I know that they can be better than the place that they're stuck in. No. And in order to get out of that place, you have to change your mind. You have to change your mind. At the end of the day, like I said, it's going to be how you see and view yourself. When you look in the mirror, what's the reflection that you see staring back at you? How do you see yourself? Because how you see yourself is going to determine your value. Even before you get to that place, you have to already see yourself as a wife. You have to already see yourself as a treasure. You are what you attract. You literally are what you attract. So if you want something differently, then start becoming something more than what you are. Stop lowering yourself. Stop settling. Don't do that. Go after what you want.
So we do have a question. Oh Lord. My question is, what the fuck is wrong with people's morals and values in this day and time? Oh man, I think the morals and values come from people and allowing it. The more it gets allowed, the more it's gonna happen. It ain't even more to say on that. If you got a majority of people being okay, just think about how we're being able to see killings and everything on YouTube for fun. No one's saying anything, no one's standing up, and when you stand up, you sit down because you get everybody on social media telling that your view is wrong. That's what's wrong with people's morals and values, because the majority.
I think people compromise themselves, and I think that we see it all the time. I think people compromise themselves for money. I think people compromise themselves for sex. And the reason why they compromise themselves is because they don't have a clear view of who they are. If you don't know who you are, you're always going to be divided. If you're divided, that kingdom is going to easily fall. When you look in the mirror, you got to see yourself clearly. You know what I'm saying? When you go through storms, you got to see yourself clearly. This world is going to turn. This world is going to be filled with different types of tribulations. There's going to be all types of things in this world, but you can't let the world dictate who you are. And you can never compromise who you are. But in order to stand firm on those pillars, you have to understand who you are. And I think also that it starts and ends in the house. You know what I'm saying? It starts and ends in the house. I think that the father and the mother should talk to their daughters and their sons and let them know who they are. That way, when they grow up, they're not searching for an image. You know what I'm saying? That's already been laid out for them. They can see their reflection clearly. And I think nowadays we live in a world where we got kids raising kids. Kids don't know who they are. They have a distorted image of themselves, and they're looking and they're searching. And then you see the decisions that they're making. You see the patterns that they're following after. And you got to understand that when you see yourself clearly, no matter what anyone tells you, that should never sway or sink your ship.
I think that's what the problem is. The more, like, even if you have this confidence, when you got so many people going against you and what you feel and what you believe, it's like, how do they stand strong on that?
Man, don't ask me, because I'm like, fuck other people's opinions, excuse my language. Like, I'm not that type of person that's swayed by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like me, myself, personally, I don't really care what nobody else thinks. Because at the end of the day, I live in my skin, and I got to lay down in my skin. And at the end of the day, I came in this world by myself, and I'm going to lead this world by myself. So you either gravitate towards me for who I am. If not, then get out of my circle. Get out of my tribe. I don't need all of that, that fakery. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? And I think people should have that same value to stand on. Like, I'm going to be me, no matter what. And I'm never going to compromise who I am no matter what. I don't care if it's $1 million offer. I don't care if it's $2 million offer. I'm never compromising my self-integrity. I'm never compromising my image. I don't care about none of those things, because who I am, I value myself internally before all the external things. So it starts and ends from how you view yourself internally.
And that starts in the home, because if you're brought up and raised on good morals and values, you can't turn for $1 million.
Man, I see these people sell their souls for less than that, and that's the problem. But we ain't gonna get into that conversation, because we gonna be on here another 30 to 45 minutes. You hear me? But that's just real though. People, they compromise themselves because they think the materialistic gain, they think the monetary value is more important than the internal gain. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you attract what you are. And everything in this world you can have, but you gotta first see it in yourself. You gotta first see it in yourself. If you don't see it in yourself, then what this world gotta offer you, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be absolutely different. Because look, people define themselves, right, by the car they drive. People define themselves, right, by the house that they live in, right? What happens when the car is gone? What happens when you get evicted from the house? Now how are you gonna define yourself? Now how are you gonna value yourself? You see, you took the wrong approach because you thought that these things made you who you were. You identified yourself through these things. And when these things get snatched away, now you have an identity crisis. You don't know who you are. It first starts internally. For the women out there, you have to understand who you are. For my men out there, you have to understand who you are. And this is the beautiful thing, right? If you don't understand who you are, you can always go on a journey of self-discovery. It's never too late to go on a journey of self-discovery. We all go through it. This life will throw twists and turns. You'll get black eyes, broken jaws, busted lips. It's okay. It's part of the journey. You have to understand and discover who your soul is. In this life, we have so many different experiences. We go through it all. All of these experiences are here to teach you about yourself.
He said, man, more people need to hear this. All right, tell him, brother.
I appreciate you, my brother. Share the feed if you don't mind. I appreciate that.
All right, y'all. We got about 5 more minutes. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat.
And you guys can always PM us, personal message us. You will remain anonymous. We will not put your name out there, and we will always answer your questions 24 to 48 hours after we receive it. If you have an issue or you need advice on a particular thing that you're going through in life.
Also, if you don't want to do it in the inbox to where we even know who you are, you can always reach us at the 444cast@gmail.com. And we'll have that pinpointed. I wish I could. Can I write that in here?
I don't know.
I
think you can write it and then pin the comment at the top.
Let's see. 444cast@gmail.com. Okay, I put it in there, and I think I can pin it. Okay. Pin.
Oh, look at.
Okay, so I put the email in the chat and it's pinned. So if you have any questions and you don't want to inbox us directly because you don't even want us to know who you are, all you have to do is email us. We're going to be on here for about 4 more minutes. While we on here, let's go ahead and play a little music while we wait. I feel like getting hurt. And if anybody want to know who this is on the song, this is the lovely man you see at the bottom of the screen.
I'm trying not to rap my own lyrics while I'm on the live. You didn't see my mouth moving. I'm gonna keep it over here though. You won't persuade, turn a hell slang, get not restrained with a perfect game, but it got your brain. Saying you cannot contain who's saying the same. I broke the chain, and my dollars go slash when they pray for rain. My domain, my terrain, my spark cocaine. Know my name when the bullets go bang, Wu-Tang, my vein chain gang when I sing. Bang, bang. Me and all with the yin and the yang. Bang.
Yeah, I definitely
Those
think.
that's tuned into the live, go ahead and share this for us. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I really hope that she takes what we said with heat and don't get offended. But I just feel like that's wasting too much time. Especially she's a pretty young lady. But that ego is something else.
It is, but I
When
think
it
she
gets
reached
bad,
out to us. I think she reached out to us because she knows she needs to do
it's
something
time.
different. You know,
Time.
yeah. So I applaud her for that. A lot of people, they won't ask the questions, they won't seek their advice because they're comfortable with where they're at. You know, and sometimes you need someone to tell. The truth is hard. The truth is hard. You know, but that's part of growing pains. In order to grow, you know what I'm saying, you gotta deal with the hard things. You gotta deal with the complicated things. So
Okay, 2 more minutes. It went well. It went well.
I have fun. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I had some things. I was like, nah.
I have fun.
It was good for our first little live.
What I had wrote, I did not say. That's all you need
You
to know.
and me both. You know, I'm not used to the whole live thing. So I'm like, hold on, there's people watching me.
Nah, but the people want real though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't want anything fabricated. They want your opinion. You know, that's why they tuned in. So
Yeah. Uh-oh. Me and this song, I swear this song give me hype.
they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's features.
And there was features.
That's features.
Yeah, I had just played Phenomenal on accident. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and end this live. Like I said, if y'all want to reach out to us, that's our email. You can reach out to my inbox. Our chemist is as well. It's Chemist Anthony. He is tagged in the video. All you gotta do is click into the inbox, and he is a very taken married man, so don't none of that extra. But yeah, thank y'all for listening, and we are the cast of the 444. We out.